Now we actually see it back in class 1F of how class is now starting because they got a new teacher named May, who is a giant foot because her roots is Bigfoot. Because we knew how she, using her odor to actually make everyone sick, which of course that's what she does, at which Frey have appeared with a new haircut. And of course, we knew how this actually happens because of what happened to Yagato. So she actually decided to kill God and avenge him, in which we knew how everyone felt of what happened because we actually saw Mikoto revealed to be the member of Ghost to investigate Balto Gore's misdeeds, in which, of course, she now realized that God is also the target of the investigation. So she wanted to defeat him, as well as how the others have their own reason, which Ryzen realized that the man who destroyed his kingdom and his princess is in the school, which they all have their reasons of killing God, knowing how they all wanted to avenge Yagato, in which, of course, we saw how they wanted to get the weakness of God. So they realized that they've actually have uncovered the book of his root. So now they're actually getting ready to fight against him. Meanwhile, in the human world, we saw God actually met up with the king, where he actually is introduced to his three daughters, in which we knew how they are actually not to his liking. So he removed their clothing, in which, knowing how one of them is an embarrass, which she has stood before him, which her name is Muse, in which we knew how she wanted to confront him, in which she killed everyone around the palace, including the kingdom, in a single strike, knowing how they have actually are still standing around, and knowing how his power is actually what he needs, which he doesn't need. Maybe she doesn't need her family and kingdom anymore. So now he is actually amazed at a human, which of course he's shedding tears, knowing how he is actually making her 37,191 wife. So now we knew how they are actually getting ready to unlock God's weakness, and they realize of how they say that it's humans' fate, which they realize how they worship him, which in the 2/3 of the world, in which he actually has that, which everyone worship him. So now they actually have a small chance of doing whatever they can to defeat them. So they have to go to the human world, by which they go into another unknown land where they knew how Yagato is being carried into a coffin, where we knew that he'll come back to life. So the crew have found out about God's weakness, who actually takes his 37,000 wife, in which they are going to the human world, in which we saw the end of the chapter of Yagato being carried away in a coffin. So we knew how he'll come back to life, like other main characters before. So I cannot wait to see what's going to happen on the next chapter next month. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page and Twitch. Until then, this is Anime God Joiner here saying signing out. Layers.